guys, my name is Janelle. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am a manifestation coach with a bachelor's degree in psychology. Today I want to talk about how to act, more precisely, how to stand up for yourself and respect yourself as you're waiting for your SP to conform to your affirmations about him. So let's say that your SP is kind of being a dick and you're launching affirmations that he's treating you well and he's the nicest person ever. Well, what do you do as you're waiting for that to manifest? Do you keep hanging out with him? Do you let him be toxic to you? We're going to break it all down. We're also going to talk about the book Why Men Love Bitches because it taught me almost everything I know. It's the literal Bible on how to respect yourself and not let men manipulate you, step all over you, disrespect you, all that good stuff. But before we get into it, check out my merch if you haven't already. You can also come find me for personal coaching. I offer coaching either via Zoom sessions or emails. You can also come join my VIP Facebook group where I do live Q&A sessions and my girls and I help each other manifest. Lastly, you can also come follow me on all of my social media accounts. Of course, all of the links will be down below. Now, without any further ado, let's get right into it. About a month ago, I was almost in an abusive situation. I was in a very weird, dependent, like mutually dependent relationship. It was almost more of an arrangement than a relationship, and that's not good, okay? Because I know what I know about psychology and the book Why Men Love Bitches, I'm looking at my sign because it goes, I'm a good witch most of the time. Don't mess with me, okay? I warned you. I warned you. I was almost in an abusive relationship because I was in a very weird kind of relationship with a man. And because I know what I know, because I was a psychology student and because I read the book Why Men Love Bitches, I behaved in a way that made him run for the hills. So the relationship never got abusive. He ran for the hills because he realized, oh shit, she's not the one, okay? I'm laughing because my friend Sebastian told me, you couldn't pay me to deal with you. And I was like, oh, okay, Sebastian, okay. But he's right. Men, abusive, toxic men, can sense when a woman is easy to manipulate, when she doesn't respect herself, when she has low self-esteem. So they're not attracted to me, or they're attracted to me initially, and then when they realize that they can't mess with me, they run for the hills. So that's kind of what inspired me to film today's video. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. This is a YouTube channel where I teach you guys how to manifest your SP. So let's say that I thought that man that ran for the hills, when he realized he couldn't manipulate me, if I thought he was like the love of my life, could I launch affirmations to change the way that he treats me and make him like the best boyfriend ever who treats me so well and like would never hurt me? Yes. But what happened is that when he left, I got to see my situation more objectively, and I realized that I was dealing with a very toxic person. So I decided to not even try to manifest him back. So I decided to not rewrite him, not revise him, not try to make him change into a better person, a better boyfriend. None of that. I decided that I literally was going to thank the universe for making him exit my life, because I was not going to waste my time and energy trying to manifest that toxic person back into my life. I was not going to waste my time and energy trying to change a toxic person into a person that is not toxic. Am I saying that you need to make the same decision as me? No, but I do want to say that if you girls want to manifest a man who has abused you, that tells me you have to heal, and you haven't healed yet. You need to heal. When you girls tell me that you want to manifest your SP, I give you the benefit of the doubt that he's not like straight up abusive. Maybe he's kind of a dick. Okay, whatever. Maybe he like chirps you here and there. Maybe he's a little bit toxic. That's okay. If your SP is beating you up, if your SP is verbally assaulting you, if your SP is just red flag after red flag after red flag after red flag, which is the man that I was seeing a month ago, happens to the best of us, I don't want you to manifest him. I do not want you ladies to waste your time and energy to change an abuser into not being an abuser if he's not even in your life anymore. If he's still in your life, okay, and you're stuck with them, you might as well make the most of it. So fine, even if someone's insulting you, punching you, beating you up, you cannot afford to allow yourself to have thoughts that are in alignment with that, okay? You need to walk in the light of the truth in the sense that you need to be aware that you're in an abusive relationship, to be aware that you're supposed to be launching affirmations that contradict what's happening. So like, oh no, I'm being hit. Okay, once you've acknowledged it once, then start to launch effort. Let's say you're being punched in the face. Oh no, I'm being hit. Okay, you acknowledge it once, okay? Now, what do? Wow, this person treats me so well. Wow, this person loves me so much. Wow, this person would never hurt me. Okay? And you guys might be laughing, but I make a living out of teaching you guys that your thoughts create, okay? I wish that the universe only reflected our positive thoughts back to us, but that's not the case. It also reflects our negative thoughts back to us. So the longer that you keep thinking that you're being abused, the longer you will be abused, okay? Also, before we close the chapter on abusive relationships and we finish this video on a much more lighthearted note, the last thing I want to say, if you're currently in a very toxic or abusive relationship, is that if you're in extreme danger or emotional distress, okay, please contact your friends, contact your family. They care about you. Even if your abuser is telling you that they're not, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to make you not, he's trying to isolate you on purpose, okay? Your friends and your family do care about you, I promise. Please reach out to them. Please ask them for help. If you were my friend and you asked me if you could sleep at my place for a whole month just to get away from your abuser, I would say yes. Trust me, people care about you, okay? Please, okay? Get out, okay? If you're not in such a dangerous abusive situation, but you're in a toxic situation, like he's calling you names, he's kind of bullying you, and you are currently in severe emotional distress, okay, fine, you can watch my videos, but I also want you to go see a therapist, please. I only have a bachelor's degree in psychology. I do not replace a psychotherapist who has a PhD in psychology. Okay, so let's say that you want to manifest your SP being the best boyfriend ever, who worships the ground you walk on, treats you like a princess, treats you like a goddess, is the nicest, kindest, most respectful person to you ever. You can launch those affirmations. But let's say that the 3D doesn't catch up to those affirmations for a bit, and during that period of time where you're launching those affirmations but your SP hasn't conformed yet, he's still kind of being a dick, or he still doesn't care about you that much. In the meantime, this is how you're going to act, okay? The way that I behave now is inspired by the book Why Men Love Bitches. Like, that's why I love that book so much. But I'm going to give you girls some examples of ways that I've behaved in specific situations, and I'm going to tell you why that was the right thing to do. So when you behave in this way, it's either the man will run away, because if he's like fundamentally a toxic and manipulative person, he's going to be like, oh shit, she's not the one. But if it's a decent man, he's actually going to be very turned on by it and inspired to treat you even better. Okay, so the man that I was seeing a month ago who ran for the hills because he realized he couldn't manipulate me, couldn't abuse me, couldn't be toxic. We were at the bar and I could tell that he was trying to make me jealous. He was like, oh, like these women at the table right there, they're looking at me like I'm a piece of meat, which first of all, he's not that hot. And I was like, oh, is that true? Like, on a condescending tone, like you're speaking to like a little like kid. He never tried that again. Another time, this other man took me on what I thought was going to be a date, but when I got there, he had actually just finished a business meeting with one of his partners, and there was a dessert and there was a brownie on the table. There was only one brownie on the table, and he was like, I brought you this brownie. And I was like, okay, I'm not hungry. And then I sat down at the table and I was frustrated because I thought it was going to be like a one-on-one date. He had even specified that it was going to be a one-on-one date, yet his business partner was still there and I was the only one who had a brownie in front of me on the table. It just felt weird. I felt weird. I felt like he was going through the motions of something, and I did not like it. It was not what I signed up for. It was the night of the elections, of the Canadian elections. We watched the elections for, I'm not even joking, like 30 minutes, and I hated it. I hated every second of it. I was bored out of my mind. And in the book Why Men Love Bitches, the author told us that when we're bored, we need to complain the whole way through, because a girl who's too nice will not want to say anything, okay? So when we left, finally, my date asked me, he didn't even ask me how I thought that was. He was like, yeah, the elections, like, how do you feel about that? Do you follow politics? After we watched it for like 30 minutes, and I was like, this was the worst Monday night of my life. he became like head over heels obsessed with me after that, because you know, he happened to not be an abuser. He was just a guy who wasn't trying that hard to impress me. I don't even think he was that interested in me at the time. But after I said that, he was like, oh shit, you know? So that's actually a good example of a man who was actually turned on by me respecting myself and setting boundaries, you know, and not being afraid to speak up. When your SP is acting up in the 3D, this is exactly how you want to behave. You want to behave kind of bitchy, not like straight up mean. You will catch more flies with honey than with vinegar, but your SP needs to see that you have a backbone still, okay? If he's acting up, okay? So just to quickly summarize this entire video, if your SP is abusive, I don't want you to manifest him. If you're stuck with him, launch affirmations. If you are trying to launch affirmations to turn your SP into like your ideal SP, the way that you act when your SP acts up, you want to behave the way that I behaved in the 2 examples that I just gave you. And the 2 examples that I just gave you, I knew to behave in that manner because I read the book Why Men Love Bitches, okay? So to conclude this video, if your SP hasn't conformed to your affirmations yet and he's acting up, you need to stand up for yourself. You can't just tell yourself, oh, I'll be fine, I'm launching affirmations, I don't need to stand up for myself. No, not on my watch. Not on my watch. No, not this girl right here, okay? I would never teach you girls to not stand up for yourself. I would never teach you girls to be doormats, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like if you enjoyed it, share with anyone you think would find it helpful, subscribe if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so that you never miss an update. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.